I got started in photography back when my dad handed me a 35mm Zeiss Icon camera and said, "Here." And that's how I got started taking photographs. From there, learned how to do darkroom work. Then from there, just kind of progressed. What got me back seriously into photography was I love flying. I'm actually an instrument-rated pilot. Not current, but I'm an instrument-rated pilot. And aviation photography has always been a passion with me. As I was growing up as a kid, my father was in the Air Force, and of course, living on an Air Force base, you could go see air shows. And that's what we would do, is go see air shows. And that's where I would tag along with my little Zeiss Icon and take pictures at air shows. And I've always loved aviation, so when we moved from California, when my wife and I moved from California to here, I started going to the Air and Space Museum and started just looking at the aircraft, and then really started getting back into photographing them, and then had done their first calendar, their 2000 calendar. All of the photos in their 2000 calendar were all mine. They had done 1 or 2 years before then, but in 2000 all of the photographs in that calendar were mine, and they were all shot on film and then scanned digitally. I have been about 3 feet away from moon suits that had been to the moon and back, and I was able to photograph them. It's where the Smithsonian stores bits and pieces that it has that it may or may not put on display. Inside the Silver Hill facility are suits from Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs. The actual ones worn by the astronauts, not their practice suits, not the ones that were used in the dive tanks or for testing. A good photographer will talk to you about photography and will tell you how to take photographs and give you critique back. It's not just, oh, that's nice, and then nose in the air and walk off and not impart any knowledge. A lot of books written by well-known photographers don't always have all the information in them, because that's actually what makes them valuable. They'll give you just enough and you'll look at them and but it's up to you to figure out all of the little pieces of how to do the photograph. And then the thing to do is to take that knowledge and make your own photographs from them. Learn how to take your own photographs.